Artificial intelligence is no match for natural stupidity. I'm not an atheist. I don't think I can call myself a pantheist. The problem involved is too vast for our limited minds. We are in the position of a little child entering a huge library filled with books in many languages. The child knows someone must have written those books. Past is dead, future is uncertain, present is all you have, so eat, drink and live merry. I never allow myself to become discouraged under any circumstances. The three great essentials to achieve anything worthwhile are: first, hard work; second, stick-to-itiveness; third, common sense. Imagination is the highest form of research. The intellect has little to do on the road to discovery. There comes a leap in consciousness, call it intuition or what you will. The solution comes to you and you don't know how or why. I live in that solitude which is painful in youth, but delicious in the years of maturity. Paper is to write things down that we need to remember. Our brains are used to think. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. The ideals which have always shone before me and filled me with the joy of living are goodness, beauty, and truth. To make a goal of comfort or happiness has never appealed to me. A system of ethics built on this basis would be sufficient only for a herd of cattle. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. We are part of the whole which we call the universe, but it is an optical delusion of our mind that we think we are separate. This separateness is like a prison for us. Our job is to widen the circle of our compassion so we feel connected with all people and situations. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. Nothing causes more consternation in a group of hypocrites than one honest man. I think 99 times and find nothing. I stop thinking, swim in the silence, and the truth comes to me. When you examine the lives of the most influential people who have ever walked among us, you discover one thread that winds through them all. They have been aligned first with their spiritual nature and only then with their physical selves. Not until the creation and maintenance of decent conditions of life for all men are recognized and accepted as a common obligation of all men and all countries, not until then shall we, with a certain degree of justification, be able to speak of mankind as civilized. If the facts don't fit the theory, change the facts. Everyone who is seriously involved in the pursuit of science becomes convinced that a spirit is manifest in the laws of the universe, a spirit vastly superior to that of man, and one in the face of which we with our modest powers must feel humble. I believe that we don't need to worry about what happens after this life, as long as we do our duty here to love and to serve. Men should continue to fight, but they should fight for things worthwhile, not for imaginary geographical lines, racial prejudices and private greed draped in the colors of patriotism. Nothing will benefit human health and increase the chances for survival of life on Earth as much as the evolution to a vegetarian diet. Strange is our situation here on Earth. Each of us comes for a short visit, not knowing why, yet sometimes seeming to divine a purpose. From the standpoint of daily life, however, there is one thing we do know, that man is here for the sake of other men, above all for those upon whose smiles and well-being our own happiness depends. That is the way to learn the most, that when you are doing something with such enjoyment that you don't notice that the time passes. The leader is one who, out of the clutter, brings simplicity, out of discord, harmony, and out of difficulty, opportunity. Indeed, it is not intellect, but intuition which advances humanity. Intuition tells man his purpose in this life. We will never be able to solve the problems of tomorrow with the thinking of today. It is abhorrent to me when a fine intelligence is paired with an unsavory character. We have to do the best we are capable of. This is our sacred human responsibility. It is every man's obligation to put back into the world at least the equivalent of what he takes out of it. If you feed your mind as often as you feed your stomach, then you'll never have to worry about feeding your stomach or a roof over your head or clothes on your back. The real problem is in the hearts and minds of men. It is not a problem of physics but of ethics. It is easier to denature plutonium than to denature the evil spirit of man. The true value of a human being can be found in the degree to which he has attained liberation from the self. Never lose a holy curiosity. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. He is considered successful in our day who gets more out of life than he puts in. But a man of value will give more than he receives. Only one who devotes himself to a cause with his whole strength and soul can be a true master. For this reason mastery demands all of a person.